So, welcome to another episode of Northeast 360. I'm here once again with my little buddy after work, getting a little bit of this icy, snowy walk-in to review the one bailout bag to rule them all. Now, a previous episode, I talked about the Maxpedition Fat Boy as my patrol bag, bailout bag, hiking bag, get home bag, whatever you want to call them. But it's your car bag, it's your truck bag. It's got some essential pieces of tools to survive out in the snow, go off the road, or go hiking. Now, it doesn't matter how far you hike, what the conditions are. Distances can change, weather can change, injuries can happen for you or your companions. So, without further ado, let me introduce you to the new bag. This is a Maxpedition Jumbo Versipack. It's big. I would say about about 4 inches, 5 inches overall, as big as the Jumbo, but with one addition: a water bottle holder. That is what was missing from the Fat Boy that makes this bag, other than its size, overall better. I kick myself. I'm like, ooh, I don't really need that big of a bag. I only carry, some essential gear on me. Kick myself. You spend $70 on a bag. This is not sponsored by anyone. I didn't get this as a gift. I buy all of my equipment. And really, I kick myself because for another couple of dollars, I think $20, $30, I could have had this bag to begin with, instead of spending on Amazon, which I will put links in the comments or the description of where to get some of this stuff. And I would have had a way better bag that fit all of my needs and all my buddies' needs when we're out hiking. So we're walking this snowy, icy path, New England, Massachusetts. Full sun for several days, yet still frozen over. Gotta love it. Gonna get up to a little bit of a stump up here on my walk to the left, where I'll lay down the bag. We'll just talk about its features, and we'll cut probably to my disposable table and really rip through the bag and its contents, because that's been changed since our last video with the overall packing and contents. We upgraded a bit. Stay tuned. So, the bag. Overall, I can give you the breakdown of dimensions and sizes, but if you're like me, I can look at those online and not really grasp what I can fit in a bag. Hence why I'm now on this bag from the Versipack that either my wife is going to carry in her Jeep or one of my boys will inherit. But this is the basic overall bag setup. The biggest reason I ended up switching to this bag after not a long time with the Fat Boy is this bottle right here. This will hold a 32-inch, sorry, it's hard to do, 32 ounce, sorry, Nalgene. I got my water in one place, and once I do the breakdown back at the house of what's in my bag at all times, you'll truly understand why that comes in handy. Not only just as a everyday bag, you know, this bag has some different features, we'll go over them, but still the same excellent, durable product from Maxpedition. I even left the UPC code Maxpedition on it for now so I could do the video. Maxpedition.com, Teflon coated. Pick that up in a minute. And it's got all my kit, everything I want in an emergency, right at my fingertips. All right, stay tuned for the breakdown of the bag. I'm gonna finish this beautiful walk down here. One of the wonderful things that I get to see on a daily basis is little things that you would miss otherwise, like this wonderful little bird's nest just hanging out there. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll try and zoom in on it. Such a cool place this is. No birdies in it. Looks like it might be abandoned. But how cool is that? God, I love the woods. All right, everybody, stay tuned for the breakdown back at the house. Welcome back, everybody. So we're now going to go through an in-depth review on how I use my bag, what I carry. I'm not going to go through every single product, but it is the one bag to rule them all. Now, with that, the previous bag I did a review on that I was carrying as my vehicle bailout bag was the Maxpedition Fat Boy. It is an excellent bag, but in the end, it was not big enough. The reason I felt it was not big enough, even though it held everything that I wanted to carry up to a point, was the fact that I was carrying 2 bottles of water in here and 2 Poland Springs regular, I don't know, I think the 16-ounce bottles or 15-ounce bottles in here left me just enough room for 2 hiking bars and 2 instant coffee packs. Nothing really else. All right. So with that, I said, hey, you know what if I need my life straw? Or I was talking about getting an adding to the kit on that review, a Sawyer Mini. And then when I purchased it, I purchased the life straw. I tried to put it in with the 2 bottles. And I said, well, I'm not going to sit there and suck water out of a stream with the life straw, which also is why I have 2 Sawyer Minis on order. Hey, Lobo. Was for the fact of this. This is a Nalgene stainless steel water container. And it is a preppy type item. Why? It's not insulated. It can be held over a fire. You can boil water in this. You can then sanitize that water by putting it through a boil. Or boil it, rehydrate a dehydrated food, or in general, keep yourself hydrated. Very similar to the old days where you carried a metal canteen for the same exact reason. Okay? But when I put it in the Fat Boy, as you can see, I could fit a life straw in there, and maybe a Cliff Bar or something else for hiking. It's enough to get you, like, you know, through a quick little bit, an 8-hour trek back home. But what if you're stranded longer? You know, you look at those people in Virginia and in North Carolina this year in this snowstorm, they were trapped in their cars on the highway with no way out for 12 hours overnight. Now, in that bag, I had reflective material and different things. I would strap a hat and gloves to the top. I had my shamil, whatever you want to call it, to add a little bit of warmth. In that bag, in this bag, I had, you know, fire starting materials and things like that. But you know what? 32 ounces of water, maybe no lake or stream or anything else to get it there, but there's snow, no real way to melt that snow and hydrate or even help another motorist. I can give a bottle of my water away, but then that's one less for me and no way to recoup that water. So then I thought to myself, I'm like, okay, well, this bag was great. You know, it's an expensive bag. It's not cheap. I buy all of my stuff. If I got something donated, I would have told you in the video, but I pay for everything because I believe in the product. Now, buying this was a gamble on quality and everything else. It's an expensive bag. There's lots of copies and fakes and everything else out there. But I wanted something that was going to have quality stitch so that it would last you through the elements. Which brings me to that factor. I needed more space. So, introduce the one bag to rule them all for now. This bag does double duty, you know, whatever you want to call it. It's a bug out, get home bag from your car, get home to your family, jump out and do search and rescue. It can accomplish a whole lot of things, and it has finally the space to do so. Is it hugely bigger than this bag? No, but it's big in the proper areas. One, it has an area to put an Nalgene bottle, or any other bottle for that matter, because it's adjustable. Or, say you still want to carry water bottles inside the interior of the bag, you can carry a field radio here. Extra batteries on that field radio. It is a good idea to have that piece. That's why I love this bag, and I think it is the best bag on the market. It still has the heavy-duty buckles, and they cinch down to tighten up the pack. Keep everything tight, not jiggling, making noise. This addition on this bag makes it worth it in a survival situation, hiking situation, because I'm not losing the interior of my bag for hydration. Now, as you can see, breaking into the different functions of what I need in this bag. First up, you see a medical patch. Why? Because there's medical in it. Flip it open. Inside of here, you have everything from boo-boos to sling materials, gloves, chest seals, gauze, hemostatic agents, masks, bug spray. Yep, toenail clippers. Comes in handy for so many things, not just toenails. Another Sharpie, ibuprofen, because water, ibuprofen solves a lot of problems to get you home, especially if you're hiking 8 hours inadvertently to get home, hence get home bag. Now it has medical in here, has admit pockets just like on the Fat Boy, pen, knife, etc. what I keep now in that centerpiece, instead of just, a couple of, snack bars, I can keep spare hat. Yep, I hike with my dog, but these have lots of other uses, especially when you have to go to the bathroom because you're trapped in your car for 6 hours, 12 hours on a icy cold highway. Wonder what other things you can put in here. I can carry my life straw. Another way to purify water. My charger, the snacks, my emergency bivvy from SOL. You can see the link to my previous video for those things. But one of the important things, a canteen cup that has my little food rations to get me through. I also have 36-hour lifeboat food inside of my vehicle that I can shove in here and it will fit it without adding huge amounts of weight. But then there's this device. Now this device, I can drill 2 holes in here and this becomes 1 unit. But what this is, what a lot of bass fishers use, and it's called a bass mouth spreader. But what we use it for is I can now take my Nalgene bottle, open it up, slide this device in my Nalgene bottle, and I can now hang that over the fire and bring this water to a boil, sanitizing the water or melting snow so I have something to drink in an emergency. That's pretty handy. I can scoop water out of the river, use my life straw, soon to be a Sawyer Mini, because it takes up less space. I can boil the water in my Nalgene container, pour it in here, make a cup of coffee, drink it, without destroying the rest of my water and making it all coffee. I have other options. Now the reality was, I can also set this up as a kit. Say I want to just leave it empty in my bag. I can shove this tool inside my water bottle. Then I can take my water bottle, shove it into my canteen cup, fold it up, and the dream was to be able to slide it in this pocket and have one solid unit. Unfortunately, this cup in this pocket is actually too tight. It won't fit it. But, it's GSI. It's very good quality. They make excellent light backpacking, camping stuff. And it's very durable. It just, for whatever reason, even though this says a 40 ounce, it can take up to a 40 ounce Nalgene, it doesn't. All right, because a 40 ounce Nalgene is roughly about the diameter of this cup. And could you get it in there? Yes. But you're never going to get the folded arms in there as well. And the worst part you're never getting it out fast enough to use it properly. All you're going to do is degrade this and ruin it. But that is the sole reason for the upgrade of the bag. I wanted these 2 items to go along with my life straw. Other stuff that's in here, my backup charger, stuff like that. You've seen that in the past. I carry trail mix, a bunch of coffees because, caffeine, not awesome about the company necessarily, but I hear my preferred coffee company, Black Rifle, is going to start making these and producing them. So stand by. We will be grabbing some of those. and some just, you know, chewy oat bars to get you through, to get you home, to get you through that 12 hours. You're not going to be hungry. You're going to be burning calories if it's cold, burning calories if it's hot. You got your water on tap. It's a great system. And I have room to grow. I could put in here if I wanted to. I also carry my batteries in here, my backup batteries for everything, including my headlamp and extra flashlight and my little battery caddies. It really compartmentalizes everything I need very, very well. Now, they do make one that's even larger. I think it's like, it's a Versipack. I think it's a Goliath or something of that sort. I'll put the name when I remember it in. But as you can see, with all of this stuff in here, I have room to grow. I can put more things in here into my centerpiece. Weight-wise, it's not taking up an enormous amount of weight. I'm still able to get everything I want in here and not have to really discover creative ways of packing it. Put the things that you use, obviously, the most up top. Pull it shut. It still has that good rain protection. And then you can cinch it down. Moving on to the parts of this bag. Even though I said it's one bag to rule them all, could it be better? Yes. It could be much better. My gripes and only gripes. One, it does have a waist strap. If you are a 29 or 30 inch waist all day long, I had to purchase extended straps because I am a large guy. They were useless to me. Now, with them lengthened, they're perfect. I wear body armor for work. It makes me a much larger waist, and these things work great now. But I had to do that. I had to search, get the right size stuff, matching material. But again, could you make these please a little bit larger? If you're listening. Other things, the quick release straps, super durable. They still stay with all the padding. This bag gets a little extra padding in certain areas. It still has some MOLLE webbing and the safety hook that you can put your chem light, whatever you want, on here. Now, it does have the concealed carry pocket, which, as you can see, I have my goodies in it that I normally carry: fixed blade, chem lights, extra flashlight, extra magazines, multi-tool, and for my job, I carry zip cuffs, and including an extra pepper spray. Now, it does have a side pocket. It is the same useless side pocket that was on the Fat Boy. What's in that useless pocket? The same stuff. Headlamp. In this one, with the bag fully packed out and stretched, that's about all you're fitting in here, is your headlamp and maybe your backup batteries. Could I fit my tourniquet in here and have it an easy access? Yes. But if you're looking at the bag, you're looking at your medical tag, you're going to be searching for this item in here. All right. I wanted the tourniquet to be up front so you could see it. Could I put a tab here that says tourniquet on here and have my tourniquet lying inside? Sure. But it really needs to be obvious. That is one of the things that I loved about this bag. When the flap was closed, the medical pack was on it. It was right next to it. Something that could hold the tourniquet pretty discreet. I know it could be a multi-tool, it could be a tourniquet, it could be a spare mag for your pistol. I liked that it was there. Instead, they gave us a small pocket. I got some 550 cord in. Can I put a tourniquet in there? Yeah, still get lost in the mix. Is this ideal? To me, no. But it's what I have. Because this bag is useful for all of the other things that it has in it currently. So I wish they added 2 functional pieces to this bag, and it would truly make this bag perfect from my perspective. This bag deserved and needed these 2 pockets. The pocket that I can put my tourniquet in, and the pocket that I can get to quickly enough to get a pepper spray out. And it would have been literally an unbeatable combination. Maxpedition, if you ever see these videos and look at these videos, really, you had the room on this bag to do at least this pocket. And that pocket really matters, especially if you're anything from a police officer, military guy, prepper, wilderness photographer. This would be a fantastic bag for a wilderness photographer. You can carry drinks, snacks, camera gear. But even a wilderness photographer has to protect themselves from larger animals. Why wouldn't you put that pocket here so that you can get to a pepper spray fast? You're backpacking, you're mountain biking. I mean, I've been on mountain biking trails where people have gotten a branch broken off and shoved through their leg. Carry a tourniquet. If you're in heavy sports, carry a tourniquet. Carry a med kit. So, if you're out hunting, you're around guns, you're around animals. You're around animals that you can't legally take and harvest. Something has to ward them off. That pocket, this pocket, would have been genius on this bag. You left real estate. You left real estate. That's all I have to say. You gave us a useless pocket, and you minus 2 of the most useful pockets in your system. Now, does that make me not want this bag? Absolutely not. It's a fantastic bag. The craftsmanship, how it's put together, the little pieces. I know it's a little roadside, but you know what? 2 is 1, 1 is none. I have another one in here. That's more high end. I'm able to carry all of my fire starting materials, lighters, everything, ferrocerium rod, all in here. You know, whistle for signaling, mirror for signaling. There is nothing in here that I couldn't get home within a 36-hour time frame. Now, is it glamping and super comfortable 36 hours? Absolutely not. It's surviving 36 hours to get home, taking breaks from whatever your distance is. This bag will keep you alive, keep you safe. I'm out hiking. You've seen me in the past if you follow my channel, I go out into areas that there are no people. It's just me and the dog. Maybe it has cell service. Maybe it doesn't. You know, and to think about a bag like this, similar, or even, you know, you may not have all the things that you need to carry, even a bag this size. Look at the times that we're in. You have no idea when there might be a mob cutting off traffic. Natural disaster, taking away your path of original travel. What do you have in your car? What did those people in Virginia have in their car? What did the people in Texas have in their car when the ice storm came? Because people were trapped in their vehicles then. Something to think about. You have unease in the world right now, and a bag like this might be just enough equipment to keep you alive, to get you home, to get you to, like myself, bigger and better things. Food for thought. Maxpedition. If you were to put out this bag and make it perfect, adding those 2 pockets to it would turn this bag into a bag that fits multitude of needs. But for right now, does it rule at all? Yeah, absolutely. I know Maxpedition has some other bags that are very similar to this, but comfort, hiking, I have been on a 2.5-hour hike and it was like, it wasn't even there. It didn't bounce around. It was not uncomfortable. I didn't get any issues with it, swinging one way or another on my neck. The padding is substantial. The ability to pull it off if you want something thinner is excellent. You can take these back straps off, loop it underneath your pad. You have your straps. It's fantastic. So with that said, if you want to look more in depth on what I carry in this bag, leave it in the comments. I tend not to read comments because they're like the wild, wild west. Okay? You're full of shit, or this doesn't work, or that doesn't, I would have done it better. Everyone is a keyboard commander. If I like your comment, I think you're asking a valid question, I will answer it. Other than that, the bag will be hopefully either in the description or the comments section, whichever I upload it. These days, YouTube, uploading large videos like this, it gets complicated. Please like, follow, subscribe, hit the like bell, so I can keep making these videos. I'm going to make them. They come out sporadically because, again, the things that I review, the products that I like, the things that I think have the gumption to be a part of my kit and the way I do things, it comes out of my pocket. So like, subscribe, pass it around. Northeast 360 on YouTube. Be safe, be prepared, keep moving forward.